You know, Donald Trump is sticking to his guns on all things immigration, and he is headed to your state this weekend. How are his comments resonating in your state?
Well, I believe that Mr. Trump is kind of telling it like it really truly is, you know, being the governor of the gateway of illegal immigration. For 6 years, we had to deal with a lot of things, and I think that the people of Arizona realize that we pick up the tab for the majority of the violence that comes across our border in regards to the drug cartels, the smugglers, the drop houses. It has been horrendous, and of course they come through Arizona and therefore end up in other states. So they
you
go
think he's
throughout
right?
the country.
You think he's
and
right?
And it is. Well, no, I think everybody knows that he's right in regards to that they're coming across our border. You know, we have incarceration dollars owed to us by the federal government for incarcerating a lot of these people early on, and it wasn't only during my administration. It was the Governor Napolitano's administration too, of, you know, a little under $1 million for just incarceration for short periods of time.
So,
that
Governor,
the federal government never reimbursed us for.
Okay, if you'll let me get in here, but how do you respond to the studies that I gave to Donald Trump, the studies that Anderson read to Donald Trump as well, that say that crime doesn't increase in border states or in states where people come across the border?
Well, I find it interesting that people, you know, 1,000 miles away can rely on whatever statistics they want to rely on, and they can come up with any data they want to. But if you come to Arizona and you talk to the people that live on the border, you talk to the people that live in Arizona, you will find that, you know, the facts are not true. We know from their data, from the federal data, that they only stop or apprehend 1 out of 4 illegal people crossing our border. Well, I haven't heard everything that Donald Trump has said. I just know what I have lived through being a resident and governor of the state of Arizona, that we have a horrendous problem, and we've got an illegal immigration problem in our country, and I think the people overwhelmingly understand and realize that. And we have to find a solution, and that solution is getting our borders secured so we can deal with the other issues coming into our country illegally. And along with the immigrants that are coming for work, there are others that are coming for criminal reasons, and they let them go, and they let them go, and they let them go, and deport them, and then they come right back and commit other crimes. You know, we're a country that we believe and we support the rule of law. And if we were out there saying, well, we don't support the law, then would we be crazy too? So
how do we do it? How do you do it then?
Where's this coming from, the left or the right?
How do you do it? Because Governor Trump, Trump said that you should build a wall immediately and make Mexico pay for it. Is that the best way to do it? What's the solution?
I know that we need to do something, and we need to secure our border, and we can do that with building a wall, we can do it with technology, we can do it with boots on the ground, but we know that we can secure that border. They did a pretty darn good job in California. Why can't they do it in Arizona? But they haven't, because they don't want to, for whatever the reason is. But I will tell you, earnestly, I believe that with all the issues that all this illegal immigration has caused in the country, if we don't get the border secure, we're never going to find a solution.